How is energy interchangeable, and how can we use this to create less resistance in following our own paths? Energy is interchanging, and energy is interchanging because it is always moving. There is always fluidity to vibration, and it is the vibration in energy that makes it movable. So it is not to say you are a constant happy or you are a constant sad. These movements and these energies are forever creating different vibrations and different emotions. So when we look at emotions, it is the movement through emotions. So we can go from negativity to positivity, and it is the interchangeable emotions from one to the other that will bring you into a level of recognition on where you stand within the energy and within the interchangeable energies of the moment that you are situated in. So when you look at your surroundings, notice the interchangeable energies that are around you. On the inside, we all know that you have interchangeable emotions, and it is moving with those emotions that will allow you to release. So on the outside is taking note of these interchangeable energies around you, and when they are present, acknowledging the negativity and transmuting that into positivity. And when using this in awareness, in conscious awareness, you can surround and move yourself through to the more beneficiary side of life or side of emotions. So this interchangeable energy can be prevalent in your life, in your daily existence, and understanding and transmuting and moving the interchangeable energy where you acknowledge and you consciously acknowledge where that movement is going or coming from will allow you this transmutation to occur. So how do we flow with the least resistance? So understanding the flow and how to not go against the grain, therefore creating less resistance, creating less pull on your energy systems. Does something feel easier to do than others? Does it feel easier to enter into something and swim downstream rather than swimming upstream? If there is resistance, this means that this is not the correct way for you to go at this time. If you are feeling a pull where you are holding on to this rock and not letting go, then you are just delaying the moment. So feeling resistance or feeling an off energy and sticking with that, you are resisting the flow, you're resisting the mainstream, you're resisting that flow of definition. So how can we recognize the flow of our own alignment, the flow of our own energetics and the flow of our own divinity? When you take into consideration the external factors in your atmospheric, so we can talk and deliver this in such a terminology that will be understood. So take this living room, for example. You have 2 doorways, you have a seating area, and you have a dining area. This is where you convalesce. This is where you gather as the internal heart connection of your home. This is where the invitation comes to sit and spend time together. So when you understand the beating of this as the internal factor, the beating of your heart is in fact where things gather to and are drawn to, so that decisions and where decisions and that meeting of energies come to. So in this heart space, in this, this beating empire, these are being constantly fed out through your systems with every beat. So boom, 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 boom. every beat is delivering you something else. Every beat is delivering energy to your systems. So taking the energy of the living room, what is going on in this living room is being sent out, whether it be happiness, love, enjoyment, laughter, anger, arguments, what you watch on TV, what conversations you are having, everything, as this is the beating heart of your home establishment. That is what is being reverberated out. Just like your internal systems, what you are feeling in your heart is going to be delivered out. And this can be done in different places. This can be done in workplaces, where you work, where you actively spend your time. So where you are drawn to is where you are going to be able to enter into this flow to create that of less resistance. So paying attention to what ignites your heart space, what ignites like that positive excitement, so that can be beated out into your surroundings. Once this is understood, that wherever this heartbeat lies, that is sending out, and it is also attracting. In this sense, the way that we can understand the flow of less resistance is that it is an easier transition. It is things that come to you with less struggle. It is things that you find easier to handle. It is things that will be enjoyable, which will be like fruitful, successful, and these will be enlightened to you. But you have to understand that this is all based around your heart chakra and the vibrations that sit around it. Okay, another way we can look and view at this is stickiness. So do you feel like you are getting sucked back into a situation, a routine? Do you feel like you cannot detach from something that you wish to let go of? Are you getting stuck in the mud? So this stickiness, this tar feeling, which is basically the egoic structure of your self, which is so used to being attached to this particular vessel at this particular point, that it is finding itself hard to detach. Therefore it is stretching, always having that elasticity to snap back and embed again. So it is finding how to release this stickiness. And if you do find yourself stuck in this tar-like snapback routines, then it is to become aware of the source of this tar, so that you can go in, uncode, decode, understand, and remove or transmute the underlying causes. But if you do feel this stickiness, that it is in a repeating cycle, or you are unable to move as freely as you wish, then it is understanding how you can promote like a reaction where you can learn to unstick yourself. But this stickiness is causing drag once again. So if you are not understanding and learning how to release the stickiness, you are going to be held back from the flow of the mainstream. So calling on higher enforcements. It is always within everyone's right to call on their highest enforcements and their highest attributes to bring in everything that you need to help you understand the level of where you are at within consciousness. there will always be a higher level and a higher entity or a higher being that will be able to transmute and give you what you need in terms of energetic transmusions. So even if it is calling upon source light, which is the creator of all, the energies held within this source light as a liquid transfusion of greater empowerment or the greatest empowerment, then this can be transmuted into your systems. When you are bringing in this higher light embedded, and it is already embedded and encoded with everything that you need, you can always set this as an intention as well. But when this source light is surrounding you and infusing you with all that needs to be given, then you are automatically upgrading your systems to create less resistance. So if you are bringing in this light every single day to infuse your systems with the knowledge, the attainment, higher energy levels, highest notions, bringing through all the help that the universe has to offer and give you with least resistance to whatever information is unveiled to you, then you are moving more in the flow of the mainstream definition of your soul's calling. So when you can not react, and when you can openly receive the information that is delivered to you, then you know that internally your energetics have changed. Internally you have delivered yourself upgrades. Internally you've changed your blueprint and changed your DNA so that you can bring in this highest light. So when you are and have managed to release and transgress these notions, you can deliver yourself higher with source light and all of that is intended for you in this life as a purpose. So whatever is transmuted in time, space, energy, and whatever you believe is the beating source of your heart space energy, is always sending those ripples out, is always sending those energies out. So this is why your environment that you situate yourself in is as important as the energies that are flowing inside your systems. So surrounding yourself with the right people, surrounding yourself with the highest elevations. So taking into account where your beating heart lies, you can help transmute these energies, you can help understand where they are coming from, you can help transmute if negativity is going on and being sent out. And relating all this to how you can move with attraction through into your highest timelines. So when you understand that you can release yourself from the stickiness, that you can change your environment, that you can change your energy in your own systems with upgrades, blueprints and DNAs, you can understand the power that you as an individual in this earthly experience can deliver yourself into those higher denominations. And once all this is activated in your systems, once all this is understood and your consciousness is raised to a level of where you can meet these energies fully, then you can unleash that light to help and surround others so that they too can start understanding their own systems. So this is a conscious effort from all parties involved, that whether that being you as an earthly experience, nature to help you ground, higher energies, higher beings to help you initiate and activate these energy levels within your systems. But it is understanding where you are and how you can utilize these energy grids for yourself to deliver you more into your own abilities, and understanding that you can activate yourself. We are transmuting this with the highest of intentions, highest of integrities, and also deliver this with the encodements that you need to be able to activate your own systems, your own DNA and the own blueprints, so that you can arrive at whatever destination that is meant for you. Thank you for listening. I am Erin. I am a spiritual channeler and I channel higher consciousness, source energy. So if you are interested in more content like this, please subscribe to my channel, as my message is one to helping expand the human consciousness in existence today.